Hello YouTube, my name is Howard and this is the first in what I hope to be a series of videos for my channel. This is going to be an experiment because I'm really not sure what I'm doing. So anyway, what we got here, and you've read in the description what it is a Category 1 quick hitch for a tractor. Now there are several different kinds of quick hitches out there. There's what I call the beam style or frame style quick hitch, and then there's the PATs. And this is similar to the PAT system. So I would recommend that you go to either GoodWorks Tractor. Courtney does an excellent job of describing the differences between the frame style or beam style quick hitches. And then if you go over to DIY My Way, Martin does an excellent job of comparing the frame style hitches to the PATS hitch. Now this is not the PATS hitch. This is a different brand. And the reason why I chose this particular brand is because, not the least of which, it's cheaper, about $100. I bought it off of Walmart with my own money, so this is not something they sent me to show you. I bought it on my own, and the other reason I bought it is because I see very few videos out there on this particular hitch. There's only a couple of videos out there, and most of them just show you the individual using the hitch. Doesn't really show what it is, doesn't show unboxing, doesn't show installation, which is what I hope to do. And today we're going to do the unboxing, everybody's favorite. So let's get started, and I'll see if I can't get this box open without cutting my hand off. I'll try to leave links in the description below to the GoodWorks Tractor and the DIY My Way videos, so that you can go to them and check them out yourself. So what do we got here? Let's see. Okay. Ooh, there's a video. Motoalliance.com. That let's see if we can get this down here where you can see it. Motoalliance.com. The Impact Implements CAT-1 quick hitch. And you can actually scan it and see a video. That's pretty cool. Alright, so let's see what we got in here. Packing material. Alright, so here is oh man, these suckers are heavy. Alright, get rid of all that. So this is the bracket that attaches, I think, like this, and holds this hitch to the tractor arm. And you get you get a big bolt. I'm going out on a limb and assume maybe that this goes through here and that goes through the eye of your quick hitch. And then there's nuts and bolts. Probably hold that bracket onto here. Alright. Cool. So, how these work is when you drive up, and let's see, you gotta pull the pin. Oh. Alright, you know what? This, and then my camera fell off the tripod. So, I was pretty much at the end of the unboxing video anyway, and I was going to put that up on YouTube first before I did the installation video, but I was a little confused by the way this was operating, so probably a good thing I held off anyway. And the computer decided to stop recording at that exact moment, which was probably a good thing because I would have had to have bleeped out quite a bit of nasty language. That really ticked me off. So anyway, what I'm here for today, and that was yesterday by the way, what I'm here for today is to actually show you the installation. Now, one thing I made a mistake on yesterday, I didn't realize it, is that Motoalliance, the company that sells these hitches, they actually do have an installation, and a pretty good installation video on there. So this is really not going to be anything earth-shattering, the stuff that you can't just find out there. You'll notice I've already got that one installed. Oh, by the way, maybe you don't realize why my camera fell apart yesterday. That's because, oh, I can't switch cameras, can I? Okay, well, the reason why is I've got this really crappy internet camera that I bought years ago. The purpose was going to be to videotape classes that I was taking at the college. I was going to be able to hook up my computer, turn the camera around, and instead of using the camera that's up here built into the computer, I could turn the camera around and I could actually videotape what the teacher was doing. I had another teacher that he videotaped every single one of his classes, and it was phenomenal because you could go back, you could reference. I learned more from that guy than I learned from any other teacher I've ever had. He was just absolutely fantastic. But I'm getting off track here. Let's get into the video of this. Alright, so the first thing you want to do once you pick this thing up is you want to back out all these adjustment screws. Get them all backed out so that and you may need a wrench to do that. Is that the right? Nope, that's not it. Alright. Just so you know, you're going to need a, holy Jesus, they put that one right on you. You're going to need a 15/16 open end wrench. Wow! Okay, I gotta work on this for a minute, guys. Hang on. I'll be back. I don't know who put that thing in there, but my God, I had to put it in a vise and get onto it with two hands and a wrench to pop that loose. They really torqued that on there. Alright, so open up, get all your adjustment screws. The other thing you might want to do is remove this pin and that clamp, get it out of your way. Alright, and then you slide it over. Oops, wait a minute. Hang on a second. Slide it over your arm and then feed this through the ball on the end of your arm. And just put the nut on. You're not going to want to tighten this up at all. Just snug it up. It's a nylock nut, so you're only going to be able to go as far hand tight with as the nylock. Alright, once you've got that in place, you have your, oh boy, I'm telling you what. I'd like to have a talk with the guys that put this together. Oh, that's the same as this. Oh, there we go. Alright. Back it all the way up. It's going to go on with this tab facing the inside of the tractor. Like so. Take you get 2 nuts and 2 bolts and find a hole that it fits into. I chose the middle hole just because that's what seems to work on my tractor. You are free to choose whichever hole you like, whatever works on your tractor, and thread those in. Now what you want to do is you want to tighten these up enough so that you have got the hitch parallel with your arm. You want to keep those lined up. You don't want it cocked off one way or another. You want to keep them lined up. So what you want to do is you want to just finger tighten these things. Alright? Now once you've got that done, start tightening up these nuts and bring your hitch up so it's snug. You don't want, again, none of this is done with a wrench. You want to do this all by hand. You don't want to make it so tight that you can't move it, because everything has got to be able to be adjusted as you go along. Now, I'm not sure. I've got a lot of adjustment here, and I'm not sure if that's the way that's supposed to be. This just seems to be how that fits my tractor. I may be doing this wrong. I hope not. We'll find out the hard way. Alright, so once you've got everything on here, it's finger tight, and you're happy with the way it looks, start tightening stuff up. Now I happen to have, let's see, what's this? This is, oh, I started to tell you, 15/16 socket for these 2 bolts and these 2, excuse me, 3/4 inch socket. These 2 bolts and these 2 bolts. You're going to need a 15/16 socket for this one and that one. This bolt here, I do not have a socket big enough to fit it. I took a measurement with my calipers. It came out to 1.28, which comes out to 1 inch and 16 1/25ths. I honestly, I'm almost wondering if these aren't metric. But what my solution was, since I don't have any big enough, adjustable wrench. That's what I'm going to tighten that up with. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set where this is as far as like left to right. Then I'm going to tighten this one down. And these don't need to be, I don't believe, super duper tight. You don't need to Armstrong these suckers. Alright. Swap out for 15/16. That one up. and tighten that one up. Alright, then what you're going to want, 15/16 and 3/4 inch, oops, wrong way, there we go, backwards, open end wrench. These happen to be combination, but you want the open end, because what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to run these locking nuts all the way down and then tighten them up. You do not want these bolts to back out. Well, there we go. Now we're getting tight. Alright, yeah. Wrong way. Righty tighty, don't ask. Okay, there. And then again up here, 3/4 inch, and just lock these bolts down so that they don't come loose. Now your 15/16. And last but not least, come on, there we go. No, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, can't get my righty-tighty today. What the heck's going on with that? Alright, and last but not least, you're going to want to tighten the enormous bolt that goes through the eye on the arm, the ball. Now this may be slightly out of kilter from what the Motoalliance video says. I looked at it real quick. I don't think it really matters. It just matters that you get everything square and even and then tightened up. Yeah. Okay. Last but not least, in goes that, and you've got a pin. We're going to actually give you two pins. I should probably show you that. Here's another pin they give you. This, they claim, is the heavy duty pin, and this one is the light duty pin. I'm assuming because all this is held in with is a ball detent, similar to what you find on a socket, a ratchet rather. Whereas this goes through and is held in with this bail. And I'm guessing the reason why they call this heavy duty instead of as opposed to this is there's a possibility that this could get bumped or could even vibrate loose and pop out. And of course, if this pops out, that comes off, and your pin comes out of the notch here. Now I thought, and this operates differently from the PATS system. PATS system has a little flipper, and when the pin comes down, it pushes that flipper out of the way, pops down into place, and then the little flipper, and that's what holds the pin in. This one, you have to actually get off your tractor and Either put this in or take it out, whichever you're doing with your mounting the implement on there or taking it off. Is that a deal killer? No, I don't think so. My personal opinion. And it's going to have to be up to you to decide whether or not it's a deal killer for you. I figure with this particular kind of hitch, I'm going to have to get off the tractor anyway and hook up my top link. So if I got to get off the tractor anyway, what's the big deal if I back up? Excuse me. I apologize. You hear me snuffing, and I'm getting over the COVID, and I still got some residual effects from it, so I apologize for this. If I have to come in and put the pin down into the thing and then place this over top of it and pin it in place and then put my top hitch on, or if I have to get off the tractor and take this off and then lower the arms down, take the top link off, honestly, I don't really see as it's that big a deal. And for $100, I'm willing to get off the tractor. All right, now one thing I should probably point out while I'm here is you'll notice when I talk to you about putting that bracket on, putting that little tab there towards the inside, you'll notice it's the same thing over here. Oh, no, you won't, because you can't see it. All right, come here. All right, let me see if I can do this without... Whoa. Where are we? Okay. There we are. Right here. That little tab that comes in. This thing's just... Let's take that out of there. All right. You see that tab? What that's designed for is so that you can run a spreader bar, what they call a spreader bar, between here and, ooh, where are we? Yeah, there we are. Right there. And that will hold your arms apart. All right, let me put you back where you belong. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. So here's one of the things that I find about this particular system, and it would be the same with the PAT system without the spreader bar, is this. Now you go to hook up to your implement, your arms are going to want to move, and currently all I have for an implement, if you want to call it that, is a ballast box to offset the loader that's on the front of this tractor. I can see that being a problem. You're going to have some means of adjusting these left to right so that they line up with the pins on whatever implement you're... Now, again, PATS makes a bar, and they'll even for a few extra bucks, they'll sell you their version of this with a bar that you can put in there and adjust it, and that'll keep the arms set at the proper distance from each other so that when you back up to the implement. I can make one. I see a couple pieces of threaded rod and maybe a turnbuckle, a really big turnbuckle, or something of that nature to fix this, or even a couple of pieces of angle iron with slots cut in it and bolts welded on the end. I really don't see as I need to buy a spreader bar for this. But for right now, I don't have a spreader bar. I haven't made one yet. I haven't even tried this thing out. So that's going to be the next project, is getting this hooked up to my ballast box. And we will do that next. Alright, like I said, they want to keep, they're too tight. I got to move them out away from the box. So I'm going to have to go find something to push that arm out with while I'm doing this. So, we'll pause momentarily. Okay, so I picked up a small bar here. Hoping when I get on the tractor that I can move the arms out and have them line up there. give you a little free thing here. This thing is no easier than just hooking it up like that. things, useless. Absolutely useless. Yeah, I would not recommend those at all. I'm not even sure I'd recommend the PATs, quite honestly. Unless I've got some adjustment wrong, or what the heck the story is here, but yeah, this just made me more work than necessary. About $122 I paid for nothing. Thanks for watching, guys, folks. If I ever learn this system better, I mean, I won't get rid of it. I'll keep trying. I'll keep working at it, see if I can make it. Maybe it's just the box. Maybe it's me. But whatever the story is, it's definitely not working for me very well. So, give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, so as you can see, I got the boat thing hooked. It was no small effort, let me tell you. This is supposed to be a labor-saving device, and I just spent the last probably 15 minutes trying to jockey that box around, get it into proper position. One thing I've noticed with this tractor is the upward speed is way too fast. I mean, it just flies going up, so this is going to take some serious adjusting on my part to slow those arms down. There's a valve underneath the seat that I'm going to have to adjust to get that thing to work right. It just goes way too fast, and that's why I knocked the box over and spilled all my rocks. But I don't know. Now all I got to do is just put the top link on, and then I should be able to lift this thing up. So let's see what happens. The top link out because these things push that back out here. I know the microphone on that camera sucks. Might be a good idea to get myself a hydraulic top link. I don't know. Alright, let's see what we got. I had to take this top link all apart. This part here was frozen solid. I had to really work to get that apart, clean it all up and grease it. That's one of the reasons why I'm wearing gloves. Alright, and I will put a wrench and tighten that block nut up later. But for now, alright. Let's see what happens. Alright guys, here goes nothing. Well, nothing came apart, seems to work. You see how slowly that goes down. That's good. I like that. Watch how fast this goes up. And that's at an idle. If I idled this thing up, then it'd go up like chain work. I don't like that. I need to slow that down so that when it comes up slower. But there you have it. I know I said bye before because I wasn't going to bore you with the rest of it, but oh, what the heck, it's my channel. I can bore you if I want, right? So, there it is. Like I said before, not what I would consider a time saver. I'm going to have to get some other implements and play around with this a little bit, maybe make a spreader bar. That might help out a lot. But right now, first blush, I'm going to say no. I wouldn't spend $122. I wouldn't spend the $220 for the patent system. And quite honestly, the frame style, because there's so many things that don't fit those frame styles, I wouldn't buy one of those either. But I want to play with this for a little bit longer. Maybe my opinion will change, and I'll let you know. Alright? Well, this is the final goodbye. I'm going to take off my nasty glove before I touch my computer. Alright, so thanks everybody for watching. Again, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know what I'm doing wrong. I'm sure this is maybe probably me, if I had to guess at it. So, have a good one, and God bless.